on, everybody? This D Frank. I'm coming back at you with something different. It's a nice day outside, as you obviously can see. I think I just got tongue-tied on that, but man, y'all be all right. Y'all know what I meant. I'm coming at y'all with a different series, tying another hobby of mine into the ScatPack, cars in general. I also noticed that a lot of people that I follow, like through the gram, I can see subconsciously, and man, a lot of people are into sneakers just like I am. So I'm trying to find a way to tie both of them into one. And a lot of people might think like, man, what the hell shoes got to do with cars, this, that, and third, and man, you crazy as hell. I'm telling you, you could relate a lot of things shoe related to cars or whatever hobby you're in. Let's just say, for instance, I like a lot of Jordans. As you see right here, I got two of my favorite silhouettes of all time. The Jordan 5 as seen right here, and the Jordan 13. Okay, let's start the simple. For one, let's just start with, you can relate, you know, shoes, right shoes to the tires on your car, for instance. Like if you don't have the right grip for the right shoe for what you want to do, let's just say on a basketball court or going running, or just hell, even sitting in the car, sitting there trying to dry, your feet is gonna hate you later. Just like if you don't have the right tires for your car, your engine, and you might hate yourself after that. Because let's just say, I know some of y'all probably seen the dude trying to hoop in doggone flip-flops or church shoes, and you see them either sliding all over the place by the twisted damn ankles. They just doing something to hurt themselves, and you can sit there and relate that to like having the wrong tires on your car. Like, who in their right mind would try to go drag racing with a doggone winter snow studded tire on their car? Or like how these damn ScatPacks come with small ass tires that ain't nowhere near good enough for what it needs to be to hook up right so it can put the power down. You can relate that to shoes. Let's say, for instance, you can relate how the tongue of these particular 5s right here, you can relate that if certain light hit this tongue the right way, it would just shine bright like how a headlight would look on this car. And since we're talking about the light, if you notice that, I kind of think of how that halo daytime run light on my car kind of reminds me of the circle on the tongue of this shoe right here. And it's also crazy that like the 13 is inspired by Jordan's nickname as the Black Cat, the Black Panther, whatever. And what kind of car does Dodge has that has the name of a cat in it? Go figure. And then also, like with the 5s, once again, you can see that it draws inspiration from another vehicle, which is a World War II fighter plane, a Mustang. Thank goodness it ain't related to Ford, Mustang. And you can see on the side of the tongue where the shark teeth came from the plane. And yeah, some of y'all might have noticed that, like with the Challengers, with the car antenna, it has that shark tail, shark tooth like inspiration behind it. Man, that's just two of the many things I can think of when it comes to that, other than these shoes being black just like my car. Another thing I can probably relate to before I end this short little segment is okay, that son gun finally decided to turn off his car alarm. Another thing I could relate this to before I end this particular episode of this segment is that, like, just like these cars, a lot of these shoes are highly collectible too, and highly sought after, especially as the years go by on them. Let's just say you already know how a '69 Dodge Charger is one of the most sought after muscle cars of all time. One of my favorites. I will do what I got to do to own one day. Like a '70 Plymouth Roadrunner Superbird, or your 1970 Challenger RT with 426 Hemi. Those are some very high sought after cars, especially as time goes on, as less and less becomes available. And one thing you could say, like some of these older shoes, and I'll go back to this 5 for instance, that even though they do bring back out these shoes a little bit more often in these cars, even with newer version of the cars, you know they'll never be quite the same as like an original. And even though this is the very first retro of this particular shoe that came out in 2000, it's probably as closest to the original from 1990 as you ever get. Because even though they did drop back, last year in 2016 with Nike Air on the back, like with these, for instance, the soles, you know, for a shoe that's 17 years old, doesn't look bad at all. It looks like it's practically brand new. And you know, just like with the cars, as time goes on, if you take better care of them, they'll be obviously worth a little bit more. So I'm just experimenting, trying a new series. So everybody, tell me what you think. If you like the idea of me crossing over a couple hobbies of mine that could be sorted, that could be tied together, man, just tell me what you think, because I think I can run with this series. And if you like it, just tell me. If you don't, tell me. If you really like it, share it with some other people, man, because yeah, I think I can really have some fun with this one. As always, be sure to rate, comment, subscribe, share. Do what you got to do to spread it around. Y'all take it easy.